Okay, I thought I'd do a quick attempted video, to try show off the difference between the 2.5 DCS original textures on the Caucus and the new updated Starways, which I haven't actually run yet, just downloaded, but I thought I'd jump in to do a quick flight around this area. Where am I? Sanaki. So yeah, Sanaki. I'm thinking I'll take a quick flight out over the town here and come back around, have a try, get a look at the fields, and just keep it short like that. And then I'll cut over to Starways Mod and see what that same flight path looks like. Try to get a good look at the buildings, water bridges and the open fields, and then I'll probably come back and cut another bit up in the mountains. But yeah, I've actually been pretty happy with the way the original DCS looks. So I used to use Starways when I had 1.5 DCS, when it was very looking old, and the Starways was awesome, so I'll be interested to see what the difference is, but I think this was looking pretty good, the 2.5, since it came out. I'm also flying the Yak, which I don't take up too often. I thought I'd give that a fly for this anyway. It's a slow plane, so I can fly around the city a bit easier. Although I don't remember I've taken off too often with it. Okay. Some differential braking to get back online. Throttle up. No idea what the warning light is, but that's okay. Main thing is we get off the runway, have a look at the textures. Yeah, the warning light's gone. There we go. What's our speed? Soon I'll take off about 140. And here we go. Alright, I might head left out here towards the city now. The ground textures aren't amazing down low, but get a bit of distance, the trees and everything looks reasonably not too bad. Shading is definitely pretty good. I'm pretty much running high on a lot of things. I think I got high shadows and everything. Yeah, I'll try replicate this flight plan the best I can. Take a close look at these buildings. This is all the original 2.5 at the moment. I know the last one had a lot of updated building textures, so I'm just showing that bit. And the actual ground textures, I'll remember to look at that train yard bit. In between buildings there, the ground textures. Look at that when we cut back. Come right. It's the trees in the distance. There's some fields over there already. Keep it steady. Gain a bit of height as well. Smokestacks. Some bridges, I'll come right over the bridges there. And just gain a bit of height to show off the distance. Train in the distance. So this is 2.5 textures. So the runway back there. And I think I'll cut it there because I don't want to keep it too long. And then I'll come back and we'll look how Starways looks. Last snapshot over there. Mountains in the background, and there's some more fields there. Alright, stop it there and then I'll come back with Starways. Okay, we're back in the cockpit, and this is the Starways mod. Runway itself doesn't strike me as anything different, but immediately I can tell how green it is. Perhaps more grass. I have to check my own video back to look at that, but textures themselves don't too much different as far as like the sharpness and the quality of them, but definitely greener. Buildings around the runway strike me as much the same. Let's get in the air. Gotta learn how to take this thing off because it's got a lot of right rudder. I'd expect. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure if I like that green. It has an artificial feel to it. That's just my opinion, but let's have a look up higher. Okay. Maybe a bit more texture going on for the ground. Yeah, definitely more patterns, like different variations in colours and patterns on the ground, I think. Let's come left and try follow that same flight plan. I've got to check what season this is. I'm assuming this is going to be summer by the looks of it, but I'll put that in the description. So I forgot to check. Immediately I can see some patterns out there on the fields. Let's have a look at the buildings. Initial thought is they don't strike me as much different to the 2.5 ones. Train over here somewhere, wasn't there? There we go. Let's check the textures on the roads and whatnot. A little sharper. Hills over here. I'm sure it's the green, but it just feels a bit more dense. I'll have to check back the video to see the density of trees in the actual city, but I feel it's got a bit more. And let's have a look out there in the distance. Yeah, like I said, I can see more in the fields going on. I do like the variation in there. So let's look at this field. Yeah, just those subtle extra squares. And colour differences, so overall I would say not huge as far as buildings and whatnot. Big thing for me is whether I prefer the greener colour. I'd have to say no at this stage. But yeah, I'll look back at my video and check these fields because they look quite nice. But I just gotta, I might have to change some settings on my own DCS settings to adjust, and it probably can look better with the colours and whatnot. And just take a bit of that bright greenness away. Yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there and I'll come back to the hills and mountains and see what I can see up on those snowy mountains up there. As far as performance goes, I can't tell any difference. It's very nice. Anyway, I shall... Yeah, alright, I'll leave it there and come back with the mountains. Okay, we are mountains. Back in 2.5 regional textures. And just jumping in the Harrier. More speed throughout here. So I got a pretty good cockpit view. A lot better than the 1.5 textures. They really did nice work on the mountains, but we'll see if Starways makes it even better. Try and get down in some trees in the valley here. Should be a quicker plane. So that's just the snow-capped peaks. And just the trees. Interesting to see how green the Starways looks up in this area. There's not too much more I can show here. So I'll just keep that short and I'll come to Starways. Let's get a bit of light. Probably should have done the same in the original video to have it looks up like high. Distance. Right, I'll leave it there and come back to Starways. Right, we are Starways hills. You can immediately tell the textures and the extra little bit of detail in the mountains looks terrific. But again, the green. Like when I look at the top of the hills and down, a modded map for armor. It's terrific, but it had that same like very bright green feel. It really was off-putting. Like at the same time, look around there, just from the contrast between the top of the hills and that greenery. I think I can go down here, so let's do the same. The textures are terrific.
Roll out, roll out.
I really like the added fields.
Roll out, roll out.
In there, so.
Pull up.
Also, I don't know anyone wants a train.
Pull up.
It's very well done.
Pull up.
That's the only little thing I've got. I don't think it's just the colour that might be updated in the future. I could be able to do something to my settings, but raw. Man, I really like maybe too much paths and whatnot, but Definitely a lot more detail. I think my fan just kicked in on my computer. I apologise for the noise, but let's get some height before I come out of it. But yeah, look at that. This stage, unless I can just take a bit of the edge off the colours, I'll probably still stick with the original. But I'll definitely keep my eye on it because I really like the actual ground textures and just on the extra fields around the cities back there on the last bit. I forgot again to check the bloody season, but I'll go with the summer and I'll just put it in the description and I'll look down over. Definitely less white. I think it was very white in the 2.5 original textures when I looked out, but contrast with the green and it's obviously just... Anyway, I won't harp on that, which I have been. Overall, I'd say very well done textures, and yeah, I'll keep my eye on it and see what happens. Not sure what's going on there with that blue screen. I'm actually flying the Harrier too much, so I'm not sure if that's Harrier related or from running the mod, but can't remember noticing it in the last bit of video. Alright, what I think I'll do is just have a look at my settings. Just show a quick setting, 30 seconds of that before I finish the video, and yeah, hope that was some help. Downloading is very easy, it's just through the JS GME mod builder. I just download the mod to follow the steps. There's a video, I'll link that to set that up. Yeah, all in all, very good. Okay, I'll just quickly go up to my settings. This is what I'm running, just them on high, visibility range extreme. Let's add that on extreme. Did go through a video and take a bit off. I've had them off either, but yeah, I'd put that back up. Should have probably looked at this before I actually done the videos, but yeah, the grass, they look very close to the runway there, so that's probably why. And yeah, that's generally what I have. I only have the terrain objects flat. Do have that on flat, and yeah, that's without any SSA or MSA, so it's interesting. But yeah, that's what I'm running at the moment. That's about it. Alright. Leave it there, and yeah, hope it was a bit of help with that video.